Welcome to the Fireside Chat for Fitness and Nutrition with Adrienne and Ken. Today we're going to be talking about these hips don't lie, how to build strong hips and how to eat for your body type. Ken, would you like to start us off today?
Yes, I would, Adrienne. Yes. So we're going to talk about specifically, we're going to talk about strong hips, but specifically the gluteus medius muscle. And the gluteus medius muscle, if you were to be wearing jeans, it would be in your hip pocket. It'd be these muscles right here. Okay. They're important for several reasons. The first of which, as you walk, they keep your hips level. So it's really good for the health of your back. And strong hips also can guard against arthritis, helps to prevent you from falling as we're aging. And when you have strong hips, you're more athletic, you can move better. So I'm going to show you three different movements to start training those or to get those muscles, those gluteus medius muscles. So we're going to do what's called a clamshell. So you're going to be down on the floor. I like to do this against a wall, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why in just a second. But let me show you the movement. So what you do is you'll get against a wall here with your shoulders, the back of your head, your hips, and your feet against the wall with your knees bent about 90 degrees or so. And what you'll do is your head's going to be on your hand so that your spine is in alignment. We don't want to bend like this. We want your spine to be in alignment. You're going to pull your stomach in first. Then all you're going to do is rotate your top leg up as high as it'll go, and then back down. Okay. Now you're going to hold this, and this is an activation exercise. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the top for like 4 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, then take 2 seconds to go down, then pop back up and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, then back down. And that's really going to get your gluteus medius plus a little bit of your piriformis for external rotation. But that's very effective. Now, let me demonstrate why I like to do it against the wall. So if I'm out here, it's really easy for me to go like this and rotate my spine. So I'm getting spinal rotation. So if you do it against the wall, you can't do that. It's very isolated and it's very exacting on that particular muscle that we're trying to focus. So that's just a little pro tip for you. So here's another exercise. This is called lying hip abductions. So this is pretty challenging. It's a little more advanced than the clamshells, although you can make the clamshells harder by putting elastic loop around your knees, around your legs, just above your knee joints. And that will help make the exercise more difficult to do. So in hip abductions, what you do is you straighten the top leg, okay? And what the movement looks like this, it goes up and then back down. Again, your shoulders, your head, your hips, and this bottom foot is against the wall. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your knee is locked straight on this. And I like to cue my clients in that you should feel this in the calf. Your calf should be against the wall instead of your heel against the wall. So that means that your knee is locked really, straight. So what we want is lock to the knee, pull the toe towards the knee, then up. And then again, this is an activation exercise. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1, then back down for 1, 2, and back up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. So if you're doing it right, again, your calf is against the wall, not your heel. And that will really get and you should feel this again in your hip pocket. And also a little pro tip here is you don't want to lead with your toe. See how my toes turned up like that? You want to make sure that the side of your foot is leading, or even a little bit, maybe even your heel is leading. But just make sure that the heel is not touching, but the calf is. That'll guarantee you that your knee is locked straight. So those are 2 exercises. The third exercise, we're going to incorporate a little bit of balance. And what you'll do, see, I think I'm good at that. You want to see my head. Let me tilt this up a bit. And what you'll do is you'll just stand on one leg, and just go out to the side. Again, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. So this is a hip abduction against the wall, but you're using a little bit of balance as well. So we're getting not only this muscle working going out, but this muscle working in a static position, what's called proprioception. So your body's awareness of itself. So you're going to get both hips in this instance. In this movement, this leg is straight but not locked, and this leg is locked. You're just going to go out and hold, and then back down. And you can tap the floor on the down if you want to regain your balance a little bit, but what you want to do is try and keep it to where you don't touch. And back down. And those are 3 exercises to help with the gluteus medius muscle, very important muscle. It's usually weak on most people because we sit all day long. And when you do hip flexion, it's the opposite almost of what the gluteus medius does. So it's weak on most people. Do you have any questions?
Hills probably helps though, right?
Say again?
I said climbing hills or mountains probably helps a lot to build that up.
It does to a certain degree, yeah, because gluteus medius does abduction and a little bit of extension too. So yes, I would agree with that.
And I liked the idea of being against the wall for the clamshells too, because otherwise it's too easy to do things the wrong way. But
it prevents you from doing it the wrong way. Yeah. Correct.
These are some great exercises. So in addition to like knowing how to strengthen our hips, we also just want to know our general body shapes. Are we an apple or a pear? I'm sure you guys have heard this term before. As a registered dietitian nutritionist, I often encounter clients who are concerned about their body type and how it might affect their health. And so understanding our body type can actually provide valuable insights into our health and also just help us make informed decisions about how do we change our diet or lifestyle to accommodate and to be healthier. So let's take a look at the apple and the pear body types, along with associated health issues and also some recommended waist hip measurements and ratios too. So the apple body type is characterized by excess weight around the abdomen, and it gives the body more of a round or apple-like appearance, hence the name. And people with an apple body type might have a higher waist circumference compared to their hip circumference. So it might be, we'll just say a 45 versus a 42, for example. This body shape is usually associated with a higher risk of health issues such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome, which encompasses things like high blood sugar, high cholesterol, excess abdominal fat, and so on. Now, the pear body shape has more excess weight around the hips, the thighs, and the buttocks. This gives a very pear-shaped appearance, hence the name pear. And usually carrying weight in the lower part of our body is considered healthier. However, there are certain health issues such as maybe having joint issues because there's excess weight in the lower part of the body, which can put extra pressure on our joints, maybe leading to things like osteoarthritis or just arthritis, and then maybe cellulite too. So a lot of times people will complain about this because of, you know, the distribution of fat, and so it makes cellulite more likely. But in general, the pear shape is considered to be healthier. Now, one way of just kind of seeing whether you're an apple or a pear is getting a flexible measuring tape and measuring yourself. So how we do this is basically you would take your waist hip measurements. So take your waist, which would be the smallest part of your waist, and then measure your hips at the widest point. So around the buttocks and everything. Now, what should it be? So for women, a waist hip ratio of 0.85 or higher indicates an apple shape, while a ratio of below 0.85 indicates a pear body shape. And for men, a waist hip ratio of 0.9 or higher indicates an apple body shape, while a ratio below 0.9 indicates a pear shape. So lower health risk for, associated with these body types and the waist hip ratio. For women, it should be 0.8 or lower. And for men, it should be 0.95 or lower. That's, generally the lowest health risk. So these are just some things to consider. And it's important to remember it's just one factor, our body types, among many. Yeah. You can be having a healthy diet, staying active, avoiding tobacco and alcohol. And all of those things are going to be important in helping to reduce your risk of health issues, regardless of your body shape. But if you are concerned about your body shape or health, I would consider speaking with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian for personalized advice and support. But hopefully this gives you some place to start, just to kind of know your body a little bit better. Why not, right?
Why not? Why not?
Any questions?
I do have a question. So that ratio is the waist divided by the hips or the hips divided by the waist? Which one is it?
Waist divided by hips.
Waist divided by hips. Okay. Yeah. Very good.
So, and most people have a flexible measuring tape, but if you don't, there's always Amazon or something. So definitely just get one and take your measurements. It's just another way of also seeing how good your body composition is, right?
Sounds good. Yeah,
not everything is about weight and the scale measurements, which could be another whole topic.
It could be. It
But
could be.
feel free to leave your comments, your questions below, and also let us know what kinds of topics you would like us to cover in the future. In the meantime, we always like to start off, Ken, what would you say?
Adrienne, consistency. You do these exercises consistently 2 or 3 times a week. You'll have strong hips. You'll have good gait as you're walking. Be able to move as you age. You won't fall. You won't have less risk of arthritis, or arthritis won't bother you as much if you have strong hips.
Yeah, they don't lie. And for what I usually like to say is take one thing that we've said today and try to implement it, because there is a difference between gathering all the knowledge in the world and sitting through YouTube videos and Googling everything and doing it. Just do one thing. That's all.
Just do one thing.
You'll be better off.
You will.
And if you like what we're putting out, please like, subscribe, and also consider supporting this channel through our link below. In the meantime, we'll look forward to seeing you all next week. Take care.
Bye.
We have a 90-day VIP program, and this is all about knee surgery prep and recovery. So we want to make sure that you have the best outcomes by having your own virtual personal trainer and your own dietitian nutritionist who's going to help coach you. So by integrating these services that we're going to offer with your doctor's care, you will have a lot of potential benefits, including customized diet and exercise plans to help you get ready for the surgery, and then afterwards the surgery, dealing with things like inflammation or limited mobility and how to get that strength back into the knee, for example, and the muscles surrounding it. We can also help create routines that focus on strengthening certain specific muscles, like I said, reducing inflammation and excess weight to help your knees not be so stressed out. And we're also going to improve flexibility and enhance your overall health. What else are we going to do, Ken?
Well, yeah, you said a lot. That's good. Injury prevention and rehabilitation for sure. If you're getting scheduled for knee replacement, let's just say, you want to strengthen those muscles around the joint so that it's easier for you to recover. So the stronger the muscle is before you go in, the easier it is to rehabilitate that, because it's already programmed. It's already programmed in the muscle and the nerves and so forth. So it's a good thing. You want that. Your muscles want that. They desire that, and the rehabilitation will be so much easier. And with a trainer specifically, we can guide you. I can guide you through the proper form and techniques in reducing your risk of further injury as well. So, what else you got, Adrienne?
Another great benefit of this program is that we do everything virtually, so you can get your virtual health coaching and your virtual personal training, so that you can do it from home, from your couch.
Don't have to go anywhere. Don't have to go anywhere for sure. Yeah, that leads into motivation and accountability. So we provide personal one-on-one motivation and support, and with regular check-ins, and we track your progress and set you up with goals and make sure that you're on track and making the progress that you need to make in order to go forward.
And a key part of this is that it's holistic too. So there's a difference between going to our doctors or our orthopedic surgeons and getting news that we're going to get a surgery, and then just kind of like prepping in terms of having some meals made or people to kind of help out. But what you really want is to have this combined dietary part and this personal training part along with your doctor, so that you have all three on your team. And by doing this, clients can have better posture, they can lose weight, reduce inflammation and pain, have increased strength and overall well-being. So you are like hitting the ground running. So you're prepping, you get the surgery, and then you're done and you have support to just get on with the rest of your life. So right. I think it's a great program.
I do too.
And it's only $14.97 for the whole 90-day program. And it includes one-on-one support with your nutrition coach and also your personal trainer. You'll get 9 sessions total. And we are here to help you thrive.
Yes, we are.